just wanna play. I wanna sing my song. I just wanna run and not be gone too long. 'Cause this time is precious still. I wanna keep it close to me. I'm wishing on a star to make more time to see. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold. 'Cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now. And then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. You can always dream. No one's taken that from you. Only you can see it through. Just like the way you do. So feed it from your soul and weigh it from both sides. The fulcrum and the tides will give direction that you'll know. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold. 'Cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now. And then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. When you make the time, it's a game of give and take. When the balance is at stake, you need to take a look inside. Look deep into your heart and remember how it feels. It's where the answer lies and tells you what is real. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold. 'Cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now. And then you'll find out how to keep dreaming.
Good morning, Celebration Center. Welcome, welcome. Happy September. Can you believe it? Summer is coming to a close, but it still feels like summer. I'm Jenn Fay. I'll be your host today. And so I want to welcome everyone, and especially to those, not especially, but to the people online. If you'd want to say hi in the chat, please do, and let us know how you found us or what you're up to today. It's a holiday weekend. If you're in person, I suggest you turn your ringer off, but you can leave your phone on if you want to, do something in the chat. If it's the first time with us, welcome, welcome. We so love new people to find us. It's very exciting. We get very excited. And we have new visitor cards that you can fill out online, or there's a QR code for that. And there are new visitor cards on the table to my right. So let's take a moment and just appreciate the people who are contributing to this service. And we could not have this service without Ivor and Aiden. So let's give them some love. Yay. Thank you, Ivor and Aiden, our tech crew. I will be the host, the practitioner, and the speaker today. Yay. And singer. Drummer. Lynn's coaching me on what I'm doing. And Miriam will be our reader today. So we appreciate that. That's something new. We are opening up that slot to anyone who would like to offer a reading with the theme for the day. And of course, Lynn and I will be providing music. Yay, Lynn. Our announcements. So today after service, Miriam is here and she's going to be offering another Cogno movement session. That'll be at 12:30. And your investment is $15. So I'm hoping that there'll be people coming. I know there's a couple of us who already said that we were staying. Next Sunday, we have guest speaker Diane Stewart Hamlin. She has been here many times. She is a friend of the center. And that's all I have for announcements. So we're going to sing.
Right. We're going to start off with a beautiful song, Peace, Salam, Shalom, by Pat Humphreys and Sandy Apatow. I hope I'm saying that name right. Here we go. Please sing with us.
Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. We believe in 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 peace, salam, shalom. We will work for 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 peace, salam, shalom. We can live in 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 peace, salam, shalom. 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 Peace, salam, shalom.
Thank you, Lynn. So The theme for this month is pieces into peace, so breaking into pieces kind of, and then finding peace. And please know that you can make prayer requests, either asking a practitioner in person. If you're online, you can go to the Celebration Center website, celebrationcenter.org, and there is a button that says request affirmative prayer, and you have a little form to fill out, and we will be praying on your requests for the week. So the theme for September is rising from pieces into peace. When it feels like everything is falling into pieces, how do you find more peace? When we are confused and asleep in the illusion of separation, there is no peace in our world. Spiritual wisdom and tools can help us awaken and rise to the truth that, as Ernest Holmes says, peace is always at the center of our own soul. Oneness, peace, and harmony prevail. Our spiritual tools help us have a grand rising in our personal and collective experience of peace. In this month's topic, we'll explore what is peace, how to cultivate inner peace, and peace with others, peace in community, peace on the earth, and truly put the pieces of peace together in order to rise up and be the peace we wish to see in the world. Miriam has some readings for us.
Good morning. Quote from Ernest Holmes from Creative Mind. What more can we ask? What greater realization of life than to know that God is with us? From this great realization comes peace, a peace which the world little understands. Let us immerse ourselves in this calm, which is as deep as the infinite sea of love is. Prayer by Ernest Holmes. Peace is not an illusion. Let us, you and me, pray for peace, and let us make our hearts fit to accept it when it comes. Let us make our intellect and our soul and our will and our feelings ready to receive it and embrace it even before it comes. In the stillness of our own soul, let us go back to that ineffable presence which is peace and proclaim it, even in the midst of confusion. Declare that peace is the power at the heart of God, and so it is. Amen. A quote by Lao Tzu, an ancient Chinese philosopher and founder of Taoism. He once said, "If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present." Thank you.
Thank you, Miriam.
Okay, Jenn is gonna sing this song. It's a beautiful song called "In the Silence," written by Jim Fowler.
In the silence, there is peace. In the silence, there is unspoken joy. In the silence, there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait in these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said. Right here in this holy silence, I find God, I find myself. In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait for these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said, right here in this holy silence. I find God, I find myself. So peace. So I thought I'd like to explore different ideas. I hope they're different. Peace is a very common topic, and so I want to bring, maybe a little different perspective today about the topic of peace and how we might find it. And I want to start by sharing something. It's coming from Chinese medicine, and it's coming from Donna Eden, who's the energy medicine guru. There's a meridian. Meridians are lines of energy that flow through the body. There's a meridian called the triple warmer, and I'm not going to go into the whole explanation of why it has such a funny name. But it has a lot to do with fight or flight kind of response. And if it gets activated, the body is on alert. To me, it's a lot like adrenaline kind of energy. And so when that happens, there are ways to calm the triple warmer meridian. And the way I want to show you to start with, so that you can do this for the next however many minutes you want to, it's very simple. It's called the triple warmer hug. So we're using the spleen meridian, which is the second most powerful. The triple warmer is the most powerful. We're using the second most powerful meridian to calm the most powerful meridian. And so if you will take your right hand and place it on your ribs, for women it's right below the breast, and then take your left hand and just grab onto the arm, the elbow, right above the elbow there. So this is like connecting circuitry in the body, and the spleen will calm the triple warmer. So this is something you can do anytime, anywhere, just about. I guess not while you're driving, but and it's nobody's going to think you're doing anything odd because you're just basically crossing your arms. So if you want to stay that way, if that's comfortable, feel free. So, in my opinion, finding peace requires self-knowledge, because we have to know ourselves and know what we can do to calm ourselves down, to find that, to find out what works for us. And oftentimes it is engaging in some of our favorite activities that can bring us, a sense of peace. And there's this thing called being in the zone. Most musicians and artists and athletes know what I'm talking about. It's people practice their craft to the point where when it comes to the performance or it comes to the game, the sporting game, they don't have to think so much. And it's almost a surrendering kind of, you're doing it, but because you've practiced it so well, you have like the neural pathway, the muscle memory, and you turn it over. You could think of it as your higher self coming in and sort of taking over, and it becomes this wonderful feeling of effortless, spontaneous ability to do what needs to be done in an effective way.
And so that, in my opinion, that is one of the more peaceful places and experiences, even though, we sing the song in the silence. Well, that's not in the silence, but there's more than one way to find peace. Hallelujah. And so I find this fascinating. There's a writer, Edward Singerlin, who has a book called In Trying Not to Try. And he talks about the Chinese philosophers of the past who would very much disagree with Western culture and the way to achieve a goal in a lot of effort. So their belief has to do with relaxing more. And actually, the research suggests that many aspects of a satisfying life are based on the pursuit of more of an intuitive, effortless, relaxed way of being. And the Chinese have a name for this. It's called wu wei. Wu wei. And so they believe that that this way of being is really the source of success and peace. And there's 3 basic parts to wu wei. The first one is accept things as they are. So, for example, if you were throwing a big party, don't stress or obsess about the details and just know that, things don't always go as planned. If you don't get to do something or have something that you want, just tell yourself that's just part of the journey. That's just part of life. And there's so much in life that we don't have any control over. So just accept it and move on. The second one is embrace imperfection. So this is letting things unfold in their own natural way without feeling like you have to force an outcome. And know that nothing is perfect. So, for example, if you're learning something new, you should expect to make mistakes. And you will learn from those mistakes. And if you start fixating on what's going wrong, you can stop and say, why would I want to torture myself into striving for perfection when it's probably impossible? The third one is to implement mindfulness. So that's a term I think most of us are pretty familiar with if you've been on a spiritual path for a while. It's being more aware of the present moment, being aware of your thoughts and feelings without any judgment. So you become this curious witness to your own life and to all the aspects of your life. And you can also get into a mindfulness state by being aware of your surroundings. If you're outside, you could notice, the sky. Is the sun out? Do you feel the sun? Do you feel a breeze? Is there, what are you seeing? What are the colors? It's just being present to what is. What kind of sounds do you hear? It's tuning into all the senses. Just being present to the present moment. So I want to read that same quote that Miriam shared from Lao Tzu, who said, if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. So some other examples about this wu wei, a way of being. Singerlin, from the book Trying Not to Try, quoted Charlie Parker, who was the famous jazz saxophone player. He said, don't play the saxophone. Let it play you. So, meaning to relax into it. This is also commonly said in regards to dancing. It comes far more easily if you're relaxed and you let the music move your body, you get into the rhythm, you're not worried about how you look, you're just having fun. Chinese philosophy also have this concept called unthinking generosity, which is being in harmony with heaven. So here's kind of where, again, the spiritual quality of the Wu Wei comes into play. Harmony with heaven, unthinking generosity. What does that mean? It means a good deed is done spontaneously rather than, so think about, if you need help, which do you want? Do you want somebody who is just spontaneously going to help you? Or do you want the person that has to weigh it out and say, oh, I guess I should? You want that spontaneous help, right? It's genuine, it's authentic. Not to say that the person that waves it out won't be authentic, but it's just coming from a little different place. So this idea of being in the flow, in the zone, in the Wu Wei, what does that feel like? It is described as a dynamic, effortless, unself-consciousness. It's a state of mind when one is optimally active, effective. People feel as if they are doing nothing, while at the same time they might be creating a brilliant work of art. They might be smoothly negotiating a complex social situation or bringing the entire world into harmonious order. Now, wouldn't that be amazing? So for a person in Wu Wei, one may say that their higher self has taken over, allowing for that automatic response, not that you don't have to think about. And it's giving into this whole state of harmony, which is a complex and yet holistic integration of body, emotion, thought, all parts of our being, integrated, involved in the process of being, that feels effortless and spontaneous, that feels relaxed and enjoyable. But it's a more deeply rewarding experience, just like distinguished from, say, watching television, which, you could be relaxed and enjoying yourself. But the Wu Wei kind of activities, you come away from it feeling almost inspired, or it's a kind of peace that's like wholesome or wholeness. It's a wonderful thing that can linger for days or weeks or months. I mean, it could almost be like a mystical experience where you will remember it because it's that powerful. And so, as I've said, the people that are commonly experiencing Wu Wei are athletes and creative people, artists and musicians, speakers and teachers, observers of nature. People in meditation can have these experiences, so it doesn't necessarily have to be active. And I'm sure there's many other ways, and I'm going to ask you in a moment about that. But coming back to our theme of when life feels like it's breaking into pieces, how do we find peace? What I remember when my brother died, and he was only 18, that my mom started playing her piano much more. And she started memorizing. She could read music, but she started memorizing the sheet music so that she could play it without looking. And that's, once you have something memorized, that's when you can play without having to think much. You've practiced it. And that was very healing for her. During the pandemic, I have a friend who is a very social person, and she goes out to dinner with groups of people all the time and just very, very social. Well, that all shut down when the pandemic hit. So she had to really make some changes. She started going to the park and she took her camera and created a whole new hobby for herself in taking photographs of birds and whatever was there to take pictures of. She would spend at least 3 hours a day. And when I saw her shortly after that period, she said she was happier than she'd ever been. That's the power of nature, which I know all of you are aware of, the power of nature. So I mean, that's a whole talk in itself. During the pandemic, I did a lot of outside work. I was landscaping around my house, and that was really good for me. Again, being outside, connecting with the earth, planting plants, it's just a very wholesome activity. And so singer Lynn talks about the science behind Wu Wei, and they've done a lot with looking at the brain activity. And he said it's all about deep relaxation to emit the delta and theta brain waves. And the university where he teaches, I think he's from Michigan, they created this video game. It's called Mind Ball, and I think you're wearing like this little cap of electrodes that's measuring your brain waves. And so how you win the game is to out-relax your opponent. And so if you're putting out the right brain waves, the ball is moving towards its destination. But if you stop to think, then it goes the other way. And so he thought, he was going to be really good at this because he's been studying these concepts and knows how to meditate. And so he went in, he closed his eyes and he went into a meditative state. And after a few minutes, he thought, well, I should see how I'm doing in the game. And he opened his eyes, and he was way ahead of his opponent. And so he felt really good about that. But as soon as he started thinking, the ball started rolling the other direction. And so then he's telling himself, oh, no, I have to relax. I have to relax. Well, you know what happens when you say, I have to relax. You can't do it. So he lost the game. But it's interesting how we have technology now that can sort of help us train ourselves. I mean, it's a lot like biofeedback, I imagine. Another example he gave of the way things are changing in the world that is embracing some of this Wu Wei concept is he talked about a corporation who provided in the building, they have a room that's kind of a playroom, where people, and it was meant for not a single person, but for a group of people to go, like if they're having a problem, they're feeling blocked and looking for a solution to a problem. They could go to this room, they could play ping pong, and they also had scotch. Well, the alcohol, as we all know, lowers our inhibitions. And so when you have your inhibitions lowered and you're being playful, all of a sudden things pop into your head that you wouldn't maybe think of in a different situation. I'm not saying it's an ideal solution to being blocked, but apparently for this corporation it works. All right, so I did want to give you an experience, because that's what I like to do with my Sundays, is to have it experiential. But I wanted to share about the Wu Wei. So one of the things that I have adapted from a traditional yoga meditation, some of you may be familiar with yoga nidra, which translates into yoga sleep. I have adapted it to, it's a little different, it's my own version, but it allows us to, it allows us to raise the vibration because we're thinking about things that we love. So make yourself comfortable in your chair. I'll give you one more way that you can calm your body. And oftentimes, if you can calm your body, if you're feeling stressed, the mind will follow. And that is the square breath. Some people call it the 4-part breath. Basically, we're adding 2 pieces to the normal inhale, exhale, holding the breath, and then pausing after the exhalation. So let's just start with a normal inhalation. So all of this should be very easy. Doesn't have to be, long or expanded. Just taking maybe counting to 4 on the inhale. Holding your breath. Exhale. And pause. And inhale. And hold. Exhale. And pause. Just do one more. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And pause. If that breath feels good to you, you feel free to continue it as I go into the guided imagery. So I want you to bring your awareness. Do you want to doodle on the guitar? I didn't ask you about that. Just a little meditative music. Bring your awareness to your left ear. And I know you're hearing with both ears, but just notice what you're hearing in that left ear. And then shifting to the right ear. Again, just paying attention to the right ear and what you're hearing. And then have an awareness of the ear that hangs on the side of your head, the cartilage, the beautifully designed, this beautifully designed thing that captures sound vibrations and directs it into the inner ear. And that cartilage on the back is smooth. And the cartilage on the front has all those interesting nooks and crannies and hills and valleys. And those sound vibrations, the sound of the music, the sound of my voice, they're flowing into the inner ear that has all those little fine hairs and tiny bones that vibrate. And then the optic nerve picks up those vibrations. And there is this miracle of making sense of the sounds as the brain translates the vibrations. And so we're grateful for this ability to hear. And I want you to take just a few moments to think about some of your favorite sounds. What you love to hear. There's all kinds of nature sounds. There's music. There might be the voice of a beloved one. Just allowing your heart to guide this process of your favorite things. And asking yourself, when did I last hear some of my favorite sounds? And so I hope this list is long. And perhaps you'll go back to it later. Then shifting your focus to your left eye. And your right eye. Aware of both eyes together. Aware of the upper eyelids and the lower eyelids. Noticing if your eyes are completely closed or just partly. Have an awareness of the eyeball, the center of the eye, the back of the eye. Knowing that there is an optic nerve attached there that flows to the brain. And again, we appreciate the miracle of sight, where the brain translates the images that comes through. And letting your heart guide you to your favorite image of nature. Oh, is it hard to pick one? It's okay. Going through your memory banks, let it be like a slideshow. What do you remember seeing that brought a sense of awe? Perhaps a sense of wonder. Beauty. Maybe there was a time when you were in nature and it was almost like a mystical experience because of the way the light came through the trees, or created this hue in the woods, the lighting at dusk or dawn. It's unique. Creates this atmosphere. And then thinking about other favorite sights to see, the face of your beloveds. Smiling faces, loving eyes, moments of laughter. And there is so much more we could remember about our favorite images. But let's just be thankful for all of the memories that we have that are uplifting, all the imagery that we have retained in that memory bank, and grateful for our ability to retrieve those images. And oftentimes when we spend a little time doing something like this, later you will think of something you have not thought of in a very long time. And those wonderful memories will come flooding back, and imagery and beauty and awe. And now shifting your focus to your nose, the bridge of the nose, the tip of the nose, left nostril, right nostril. Feel the breath moving in through both nostrils, down your throat to your lungs, breathing in, breathing out. A rhythm, something you don't have to think about. And as the breath comes in, you're also bringing in prana, chi, ki, all of those cultures that have their own name for life force energy. Filling your lungs, going beyond your lungs. And we're grateful for the ease of breathing in this moment. And I invite you again going into your memory banks of special scents, fragrances that bring delight. It could be holiday cookies. My mom always baked bread. That is one for me. Fresh bakery. But there's probably other favorite foods, seasonings, essential oils, flowers. There are places that have unique scents, fragrances. There's something about the beach that is a unique scent. The water, the sand. There may be someone who wore a particular perfume or aftershave, and when you smell that, you remember that person, that time in your life. And so again, we can come back to these favorite things later, just being grateful for the sense of smell and bringing your awareness to your jaw. Let your jaw relax, creating space between the teeth. Aware of your upper lip and lower lip. And are your lips touching or are they parted? Noticing the upper teeth and gums, lower teeth and gums, your tongue, the tip, the center, the back, roof of your mouth, under the tongue, left inner cheek, right inner cheek, aware of all the parts of your mouth together. And then being grateful for all the function of your mouth to speak your words of love and truth, articulating ideas. And then the taste buds, again going into your favorite tastes. Some may line up with the favorite scents we just did. What's your favorite food? Favorite dessert? When did you last gift yourself some of your favorites? And as these memories come about food, they may hold also memories about gatherings of people, coming together in celebration, coming together, meaningful conversations, conversations that bring laughter, smiling faces, smiling eyes, sweet connections. And so we are grateful for all the memories of so much good. And then shifting your focus to your hands. Let's just go straight into the textures that you love. If you have any four-leggeds, that's probably on your list. The fur, the soft fur. Caressing someone's skin. Having your skin caressed. Holding hands. Just the ability to touch and be touched in a sweet way. Sometimes someone reaching out a hand to help. Thinking of all the things that your hands are capable of doing, how they serve you well. How they made you breakfast, washed your face, your body, how they can drive a car, all of the things that you did this morning before you came to the service, your hands on the computer, so much a part of every aspect of life. And so people who are creative, their hands probably have a big piece of that expression. So it's just being grateful for all that our hands can do, all they can feel, helping us express ourselves in the world. And so as we spend time remembering all the good, all these wonderful memories, this is one time when living in the past will not bring depression. When we're focusing on the things we love, the experiences we've had that were high points, this lifts our vibration. And so I appreciate your attention during this meditation time. And trust that you will go back to this practice again. So bringing your awareness into this room, aware of your feet, feeling grounded, opening your eyes when you're ready. Maybe taking a deep breath, just bringing your energy back up. And I want to ask anyone who wants to share anything about what I've said, finding peace, favorite things, creative expression, how do you find peace? What do you do to calm yourself? Where do you see good in the world that inspires you? Just answering any of those kind of questions. If anybody wants to come up and share. I know you're all relaxed. Yay, Miriam's coming up.
I guess just focusing on the people that you love and even pets. I found that to be really helpful to bring me back to this moment. So just thinking about my kids or my pets in the past or my present pets has been really helpful. So thank you.
Anyone else want to share anything about your favorites or moments? Okay, Melinda's coming up. Thank you.
Thank you for this opportunity to express what I'm grateful for, and that I'm grateful for being here and being made aware of what is going on in my life, my mind, and realizing how important it is to take the time to breathe and relax, how important that is all the time. And I'm grateful to be here today.
Yes, we live in a busy world. You know, our culture is about always, work, work, work to reach your goals and just keep going and you can push through it and all of that. I hope we're coming around to seeing things a little differently and recognizing that sometimes resting, we end up getting more done. And because we have the energy to do it instead of pushing through and getting exhausted, that kind of thing. Thank you, Melinda. Anyone else? Okay. All right, we're going to sing.
Okay, we're going to share this beautiful song. We've sang it many times here. If you know it, please sing with us. It's called I Sing My Love by Christy Snow.
I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. I dance my joy, I dance my joy, I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy, I dance my joy, I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy, I dance my joy, I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy, I dance my joy, I dance my joy into the world. I live my peace, I live my peace, I live my peace into the world. I live my peace, I live my peace, I live my peace into the world.
That was good. Wake us up. Okay. So we've come to the time in our service called offertory, where we share of our gifts and just recognize the gift that we are. Just showing up today, you're a gift by being here. I really appreciate everyone who's here today, in person and online. And so as far as giving a financial gift, there's lots of ways that you can do that, and we are so grateful for people sharing from their prosperity, their abundance. So if you're in person, we have a basket on the table. If you are online, you can scan the QR code or visit our website, celebrationcenter.org. There is a give button. And if you want to mail us a check, our address is on the website as well. And so please join me in the offertory affirmation. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so we just pause and breathe, recognizing the gift that we are. We are a gift because each of us is the expression of the divine, of spirit. Each of us is expressing ourselves in such a way that gifts the world with our time and our talent, with being who we are, that willingness to shine, that willingness to relax, that willingness to do what needs to be done in order for us to be comfortable in what we're doing. Whether it means practicing so that we can be in the zone when we perform. Whether it means just preparing in the morning, taking time to notice what's here. In appreciation, setting a tone for the day. Knowing that there are infinite ways to shine, to be, to express ourselves as these spiritual beings awakening to humanity. And as we remember our vision, knowing the oneness of humanity, knowing the oneness with each other, that is a gift. And so there are so many ways that we gift this world, so many ways to be spirit in form, unique, creative, bringing our own special flavor that makes a difference, that might open someone's heart, open someone's mind, make a difference in their day, inspire them to be more, not out of pressure to be more, but out of being more delight, being more joy, finding more peace to share. Kind of like paying it forward, we give with that unthinking generosity. We give because that is what spirit does. And we are spirit in form. And so it is from all of this awareness of possibilities that we are grateful. Grateful for the abundant flow in so many ways that support us in our lives, support us in supporting others, our family, friends, and beyond. I'm just grateful for witnessing a world that seems to be coming back to itself, not going back, moving forward in new ways, connecting in new ways, grateful for our own evolution and the evolution of humanity. And so I release these words into the law that responds to what we believe. And I know that life is getting better, that we are evolving, that we are connecting in new ways and finding each other just as much as we find spirit in nature and in life everywhere we look. And so it is. Okay, we have a closing song.
All right, so the words are up on the screen. We hope you'll join in. This is a new song for us too. I heard Leah Morris, who wrote this, do this, and she said, feel free to share. And so let's sing together, Heart Wide Open. Here you go. It's fun.
You've got to keep your heart wide open until your faith brings you back to solid ground. You've got to keep your heart wide open, though the waves want to push you around. You've got to keep your heart wide open until your faith brings you back to solid ground. You've got to keep your heart wide open until your faith brings you back to solid ground. You gotta keep your heart, wide open. Though the waves wanna push you around, wanna push you around. You gotta keep your heart wide open until your faith brings you back solid ground. Your heart wide open until your faith brings you back to solid ground. Until your faith brings you back to solid ground. Brings you back to solid ground. Until your faith brings you back to solid ground. Brings you back to solid ground.
Okay, please join me in our closing affirmations. If you want to stand, feel free. And so please know, if you want a prayer, all you have to do is ask me, ask here, or you can ask online. All right, so repeat after me. Peace is the power at the heart of God. I live in the present moment and find peace. I trust the peace that lives within me. And so it is. Thank you.